Or I could isolate her for a while and maybe Alistair will start. Nah.
Right.
She just moves up and down. You know what? Alistair, drink it. Because if she keeps being like this. There. I didn't really want to use it, but fine. Liliana, you okay? I see you're not attacking.
I think we work well together.
I think we need to isolate some people. Concentrate your efforts. Oops. Ah, that's protected, okay. Just wait for it. Are you behind him? You need to be behind him. There. Okay. I didn't even see if we actually killed the silk weave gloves, nature damage, and the bloodline. Cool.
And I'm off.
Lesser injury kit. Oh wow, thanks. Smith's heart. That -1 dexterity puts me off.
Yes.
Mushrooms. What will this altar be? Altar. Okay, maybe not an altar. Nice arrows. Life stones. This is where we need to go afterwards, or... Yeah, I don't think that's where we came in. Yeah, I think this one is a circle. Yes. It is. So let's read Branca's journal, apparently.
I'll do it.
This looks like someone's journal. The cover is battered and torn, but intact. As you leaf through the desiccated pages, the text catches your eye. We found evidence today that the Anvil of the Void was not built in the Orthantig. We will go south to the Dead Trenches. The Anvil is somewhere beyond. My soldiers tell me I'm mad, that the Dead Trenches are crawling with darkspawn, that we will surely die before we find the Anvil, and... if we find it. I leave this here in case they're right. If I die in the trenches, perhaps someone can yet walk past my corpse and retrieve the Anvil. Yeah. This woman is not okay. For if it remains lost, so do we all. If I have not returned and Ogren yet lives, tell him no. What I have to say should be for his ears alone. Ah! Gossip, this is my farewell. I think that after this piece of dungeon, we should probably go back to camp, talk a bit, and chill. Camp and chill. Yes. And here we have the dead trenches. Alright, so I will be back towards Amar and probably back to camp.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen, but there's more out there.
Oh, really?
You're the best wrangler I've ever
Oh,
seen. There's more out there.
I have to click you each time on you? Okay then, fine.
You're the best wrangler I've ever seen. I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend. I trust Vala, my nug-wrangling friend.
I think we've finished the quest and that's about it. If possible. Liliana. I know I have found several gifts. This is for you.
Oh, how
for example.
dear of you. Thank
And then
you.
I have Alistair. This is for Alistair, right? No, Stan. This is for Alistair, alright.
Is that for me?
Okay, so Liliana has major cunning, and Alistair has major constitution, and some time off camera. While I was not recording, I was giving gifts to Shell, random gifts, nothing important, and she actually got moderate strength, I think.
I have heard much about the halls of the Dwarven Kings, but the stories do it no justice. It is so strange, harsh, yet beautiful.
It's very grand.
And have you seen those tiny pig-like burrowing animals? They are adorable. I wish I could have one as a pet. But they must be hard to catch and... Oh, just ignore me. I'm so silly sometimes. Let's just go.
Really, we have been catching nugs continuously and giving them to this guy.
My nug-wrangling friend.
Liliana. That's the dialogue I wanted with her, by the way. Wait, didn't this woman actually talk to us about something?
Did you wish to make an offering after all?
Was there something you wished me to do?
My son Ruck is missing in the deep roads. You seemed sympathetic. It would mean a lot to me to have him back safely, or even to recover his body for a proper funeral.
I think we've met him.
It was 5 years ago. He was only a youngster. He joined a Deep Roads excursion, the only smith to go with the warriors to repair their arms. He was so proud, but he got separated somehow. When they came home, he wasn't with them.
Do you want us to look for him?
How? There is no way except to brave the deep roads yourself.
We've already been there and back again. So... yeah.
Alone? But that's unheard of. No one risked the deep roads without a full company backing them. But perhaps that explains why one of your kind has come to Orzammar today. If you'd look for my son, if you even find his bones, you'd have my eternal gratitude. Please, find me as soon as you return.
Yes, I have found him, come on. Can I just tell her now?
I didn't expect you back so soon. Have you been to the deep roads already?
Yeah, kind of. How will I know Rak if I find him?
He was a beautiful boy, so meticulous. He used to polish his armor until it glowed. He was with a unit under one of the Dace boys, so his shield would have their insignia, double axis.
Maybe it was not him, but then he said his name was Rak.
May the ancestors guide you.
Maybe I should go talk to him. He can... is kind of alright, I suppose. Okay, Liliana, come. Isn't it a little bit, stupid that we've been picking up nugs constantly up till now, and we have to ask this guy to give us one, and when he has two, they're actually dead.
Yes? Why is someone like you hanging about Dusttown so much?
Yeah, I'm here for business. Do you know anything about the small rodents down here?
Nugs? Yes. They don't got much meat on them, but down here you can't be picky. Better than nothing.
How would I get one of those? We've been catching them for the guy, just... Could you procure one for me?
What for? You going to cook them up yourself?
No, we would like to keep it as a pet.
Yeah, I can find a nug for you. Could even get one from outside the city. Those ones in the deeps don't eat as much garbage. I don't know what they eat, but they always seem healthier, you know? Shiny coats, bright eyes. How much you giving me?
I'll decide when you bring it, so I can see it.
Give me some time. I'll hunt them down for you.
Okay, so in the meanwhile, Mira really stuck. I think we could go to the Shaperate.
So what do you think will happen to all those people we left behind in Lothering?
Some of them will find their way to Denerim. Many will die, as the Maker wills.
Don't you wish you could have stayed there? To help more people, I mean.
If the Blight isn't stopped, everyone will die. This is the greater good we're serving, both of us, right here.
So it's all right to let some people die for the greater good? I'm not so sure about that. I felt bad leaving all those people there, all panicked and helpless.
You're doing what you must, Alistair. There will be worse to come yet. You will need to steel yourself. You know this.
I've never been very good at that. The steeling myself part. I find it better sometimes to just be a little weak. I'm all right with that. Really.
I don't believe you. And either way, it's not as if any of us has a choice.
Actually, Liliana has a good point this time.
Oh, right.
Friend, I found your book finally.
You found it. Warden, you have my gratitude. You're a bright spot in an otherwise dark time.
Haha. And what about this woman here?
Oh, pardon me. Were you looking for a particular volume? Not that I could really help. I don't know the libraries very well. I'm just doing some research.
Well, sounds kind of important. What kind of research?
I was looking for something about the Orton Tig. It was lost during the last Blight, and there aren't many records left. They were a noble house once, descended from the Paragon Orton, who composed the grand epic of the Seven Brothers and the Ortonic Symphony. My mother's family believes they were descended from Kalana Orton, who was training in Orzammar when the Tig fell. I'm even named for the house, Orta. Unfortunately, any records would be buried in the Tig's ruins, somewhere in the deep roads.
So her name is Orta Orton? Well, the Orton Tig, we were just there.
But no one's been there in generations. No one even knows where it is anymore. Did you find anything while you were there? Any records that might be able to tell?
Sounds like they're worth a lot to you.
If you can prove it belongs to me, I'd be happy to share whatever is left of the Orton fortune.
Indeed. So these ones?
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband. Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Okay. Well, how lucky was that?
There is one thing I do not understand, Alistair.
Just the one thing.
About you, perhaps. Why the deception over your parentage?
I'd figure you'd be the sort who knows all about deception.
I do. And what use the deception might have had ended when King Kalen perished, did it not?
Maybe. I guess I was sort of hoping that would go away.
The truth does not go away.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
I'm here with a different party just to bring them around and possibly have some banter.
I got him. He's all squirmy, but he's a big fella.
That looks nice. Actually, I'm giving you 40 silvers. Really.
40 silver? Real silver? I could buy something proper with that. A good meal, maybe a real blanket. I knew you'd be good on your word. Nice doing business.
He's fleeing. 40 silvers is nothing for Mira, and she really likes the nug. It's gonna be perfect for Liliana.
The Swamp Witch has a great deal in common with my former master.
The Swamp Witch? How original.
The Swamp Witch has the same arrogance, the same air of cruelty. I would hate for it to have possession of my control rod, if it still worked, of course.
Let me tell you what you can do with your control rod, Gollum.
Is it telling me that if the rod did work, that it wouldn't want control over me?
I wouldn't go so far as that. I could, for instance, command you to go and jump in a lake. A very deep lake.
It fools no one. The Swamp Witch would control everything if it could. It would have us all dancing on its strings.
Oh, you know me too well, Gollum. Your revealing gaze has laid me bare.
I will be watching the Swamp Witch. It must not be trusted.
Now you're beginning to sound just like Alistair.
He's right there, guys. Right there. Hey, we're back at camp and we're about to give the nug to Liliana. It's gonna be a big moment. I think the nug is a gift, right? Yes. Cute nug.
Oh, it's one of those subterranean bunny pigs. Oh, look at him. Come here, you.
He's pretty cute. Have fun.
Thank you so much. You've made my day.
Massive cunning. Alright then. Let's see if... do I have any other gifts that I can give right now? Aston. Let's give it to him. And so we...
Unexpected. Thank you.
Away from my inventory. And now we will be talking to them. I'm surprised I can't find nothing for Zevran anymore. Don't know. Let's see, Bodan.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
Do you have rumors?
I hear the Dwarven King is passed on. Old as he was probably poisoned or assassinated. That's how the dwarves normally go out, isn't it? That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Maybe I'll do some enchanting later. Let's keep talking. For example, with Shale.
It speaks.
Yes.
It doesn't have better things to do.
So are those crystals in your skin?
I like to think of them as accessories.
Do all golems have them?
I suspect that it is an art that was practiced when golems were more, commonplace. My former master collected whatever lore he could find on the subject. He searched far and wide to collect what crystals he could and then added them. It is not an unpleasant sensation.
So... they're a dwarven thing.
So I would assume. My former master enjoyed poking around the ruins in the deep roads after all, and bartering with others who did. As I understand it, the crystals allow me to alter the flow of magic around me. Wilhelm had hoped to turn me into a battery of mana, something he could tap at will.
Wow, that would be nice if it worked. Did you succeed?
Not really. Although now that I think of it, These attempts may be what caused my disruption.
Oh.
Some of the crystals increase the presence of mana, some absorb or reflect spells. There are various kinds. All I can promise is that should it ever find one of these crystals, I can likely tell it the function and what it would do if added to me.
Cool. Where do you actually find them?
Wilhelm said they came from the deep roads. So, anywhere such things end up, I suppose. That answers its question, I assume? Unless it has more.
So you watched that village day and night for years?
I do not sleep, so yes. And I thank it for reminding me. Try to imagine, if it will, what it would be like to be surrounded by nothing but boring peasants, all oblivious to it.
Yeah, that would be rather horrid.
And then there were the birds. A whole village full of pigeons and ravens and sparrows all perching on me day in and day out.
Yeah. It does sound a little bit messy.
Those foolish villagers would spread birdseed near me, drawing the birds, because they thought having birds perch on me was quaint. Quaint! If there hadn't been the occasional kind soul to scour me clean, I don't care to discuss this anymore.
Oh, so somebody was cleaning her? Wow. So she was being cleaned as well. Oh. That's... I didn't remember that. Who's... Oh, okay, well, I could do so. Oh, Ogren is here. I will donate all my novice runes. And then we could give some sovereigns to them. To the knights.
Very generous, Warden. If you need staff after the battle, keep us in mind.
You're mercenaries now? Really? And Mr. Bulfa here doesn't want anything. I wonder. Should I talk with Ogren? Or should I ignore him? Hey, dog. He bounces around you, barking excitedly. Ah. I think he has had all his little dialogue things. Oh, and we should talk with Alistair, of course.
Here, look at this. Do you know what this is?
Huh? Oh. Is that a trick question?
Yes, absolutely. I'm trying to trick you. Is it working? Oh, I just about had you, didn't I?
Yeah. You've been thumbing that flower for a while now.
I picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a place with so much despair and ugliness? I probably should have left it alone, but I couldn't. The Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it. So I've had it ever since.
It must be very... like, dry? So, what do you intend to do with it?
I thought that I might give it to you, actually. In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Feeling a little thorny, are we? I don't know. Well, yeah, Mira could totally say this. Yeah, let's just feeling a little thorny, are we?
Oh, wow. She'll never see through that, I told myself. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh, relax. I happen to like it.
I guess it's a bit silly, isn't it? I just thought, here I am, doing all this complaining, and you haven't exactly been having a good time of it.
Yes.
You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations. It's all been death and fighting and tragedy. I thought maybe I could say something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing you are to find amidst all this darkness.
Oh. Well, Mira doesn't feel the same way about him. Let's see. So are we married now?
Haha, you won't land me that easily, woman. I know I'm quite the prize, after all. No need to start crying on me or anything. I guess it was, just a stupid impulse. I don't know. Was it the wrong one?
Mira is obviously flattered, so yeah. Well, it wasn't. Thank you, Alistair.
I'm glad you like it. Now, if we could move right on past this awkward, embarrassing stage and get right to the steamy bits, I'd appreciate it.
What? Oh, well. Why not? Come on, Mira. Sounds good. Off with the armor, then.
Ha ha. Bluff called. Damn, she saw right through me.
What? You don't want to do it, then? Why must it be a bluff?
Well, it doesn't have to be a bluff. Well, I suppose we are in the camp. The tent's right over there. This is true.
We could die tomorrow. And, no time like the present, then.
I'll be standing over here until the blushing stops. Just to be, safe. You know how it is.
What? Mira just wants to have. She doesn't really care. Ah, by the way, this rose, every time this rose gets mentioned, she's the rose, I have the Orton records. Is the rose? Yeah. Every time this rose makes the appearance, I always think that this is the same rose that Leliana mentioned when she had her vision. And Alistair just ripped it off. And whenever I play Mira, I always imagine that at some point, or even right now, I mean, she just gives the rose to Leliana. It's just like making it come full circle, because, Mira doesn't really deeply care for Alistair, and I can see her never separating from Cullen's amulet, but giving Alistair's rose to Leliana. I know, but yeah, that's how she is. And I think this might be the same rose, or it would be fun if it was the same rose. Let's see, I cannot give it to her, of course. So, what about Morrigan? Does she have anything more to say? I should ask Alistair more questions about the Grey Wardens, because back when I was trying to talk to him in the past, he didn't like us very much, so I couldn't really ask him anything.
What comes, my friend? So, full of questions, are you?
Do you have anything else we can talk about? No. Alright then. What about Stan? I don't really want to try and make him hungry, but...
What is your wish, Kadan?
Oh yeah, Kadan, already there. Stan? We
Speak, then.
Want to discuss? Do I really want to tell him that maybe the Telvashot have a point?
Undoubtedly. They've used it to kill countless people.
Uh-huh. You don't think they have any justification?
No, but they don't care what I think.
Yeah, point taken. I didn't mean to offend you by speaking of this.
I have no feelings you can hurt, Warden.
Oh god. Okay.
Very well.
Okay, so I
Then
think...
I suggest we move on. As you wish.
I think we have had with him all the conversations. Oh.